Legacy Award. The idea behind the Legacy Award was to recognize somebody that went above and beyond Call of Duty every day of their lives to make a difference on water. It's not an award to be handed out lightly. As we look at the nominees that come in, we think very seriously about, were they a game changer? And did they change the direction we were taking in water for the better? And will it last, the changes and the things that they've done? And I think we can check yes on all three of our previous winners. And this year's no different. Many of you will easily recognize this year's Legacy Award winner. He's been involved in water for over 40 years and is still involved today. David Pope graduated from Oklahoma State University with a BS and MS degrees in agricultural engineering. He joined the research and extension team as an extension irrigation engineer in Garden City and was in that position in the early 1970s. During that time, there was not a requirement in state law that anyone get a permit or water right before developing an irrigation well. Expansion of irrigation was happening quickly, and there was concern locally about the future of the aquifer. David assisted local leaders in the development of the Groundwater Management District Act, and specifically the Southwest Kansas Irrigation or Groundwater Management District No. 3, and he was their first manager from 1976 to 1978. After that, David came to Topeka. He was hired as an assistant chief engineer at Division of Water Resources in 78 and served there until 83. Coincidental to David's move to Topeka was Governor Bennett's task force in 1978 that recommended a number of changes in state statutes, including many that began to restrict additional development and required water rights. During his first few years as chief engineer, David put in place a number of policies within the division that gave structure to how water rights would be administered going forward. This, in many ways, was the heart of the transition of Kansas moving from a period of water development to water management. Here's a few things that happened under David's watch. The establishment of 8 intensive groundwater use control areas, most notably the Walnut Creek Iguka, which had an effect on Cheyenne ponds. Closure of a number of areas to new appropriation. Administration of minimum desirable stream flow, implementation of a comprehensive annual water use reporting system, and the installation of flow meters. He led 2 efforts in interstate water issues, one on the ARC and one on the Republican. I can tell you, David, that you spent years on the ARC. Went all over the United States representing Kansas as we progressed up to the Supreme Court. Transitions to safe yield policies for the allocation of water, numerous other effective, fair, regulatory, and management innovations such as 5-year water use allocations. However, the most important thing Mr. Pope brought to the role of chief engineer was that of integrity and fairness. He exemplified the utmost in ethical leadership and good governance. Every decision he made as chief engineer was driven by a desire to protect both our water resources and the ability of the people of Kansas to put that water to beneficial use. Decisions were based on solid science and adherence to the law, shaped by a keen understanding of how to bring others to consensus on difficult issues. Mr. Pope trusted and valued the input of those who worked for him, and never did his choices or policies hinge on whose interest was at stake, including his own. He was humble but unwavering in the pursuit of what he thought was right, facing his detractors with civility, compassion, and respect. Throughout his career, he gained the trust of virtually everyone in the water community in Kansas and across the nation, quite frankly. For this relentless effort, David, we wish to provide you with the 4th Waters Legacy Award. Here with David today is his wife, Julie, and his oldest daughter, Katie. So at this time, David, the Lieutenant Governor, would you please come up? Help me recognize David Pope, Water Legacy Award.
Well, thank you very much. really something. I appreciate them very much. Lieutenant Governor Mann, thank you for being here. You know, this is an honor that I'm just thrilled to receive. It's very, very special, and it's hard to know what to say. I'm certainly proud to have worked on water issues essentially my whole career. It's approaching 50 years now in various different ways, and Tracy has mentioned some comments there. I do want to thank my family, several of which are here, most of which are here. Julie and Katie, grandson Freddie. My other daughter, Stacy, is living and working in France, so she wasn't able to be here today. I especially want to acknowledge them because all those years of work and traveling and being gone all the time, working 60, 70 hours a week for years and years, they carried the load, and it was wonderful. I also want to take a moment just to thank all the people I've worked with over the years, particularly the staff in the various positions, many of which are here today, all those years with the various entities that's been mentioned here, particularly most of my career with the Division of Water Resources, the Department of Agriculture, and those folks were great to work with, and many of which are, like I say here, moving on to various things, some of which are retired, like I mostly am. So it's been very special. You know, as many of you know, the water issues are a challenge. They continue to be. I guess I would say it's a marathon, not a sprint. But it's been very exciting to see the progress that's been made over the years, and a group like this come together to talk about those various issues. I want to take just 1 minute to thank John Draper for being here today. John's a long-term friend. John was the counsel of record for both the litigation with Colorado and the Arkansas River, as well as with Nebraska and Colorado and the Republican River. Much of my career was spent working on those issues, among many other things. But John, thank you for coming just for this event from Santa Fe, New Mexico. And we appreciate his work on those cases and for being here. With that, I'm gonna again thank all of you. I've loved working with you. A lot of friends and colleagues out here. And again, thank you very much.
So those of you that have been here before know each year we hold a special print recognizing each of our Legacy Award winners. And so David, we found a good print that I believe Dennis Schwartz, Water Authority, has taken of Cheyenne Bottom.